Residential plowing, I mean, you know, when I started out, I had an F-150, and that's perfect. I mean, for residential snow plowing, you know, you really don't need much more than that unless you're like out in the country and you're doing these long old driveways where you just need that extra power. But for the most part, the residential plowing, you know, the F-150 did me good. Um, yeah, and I wouldn't put like a F-350 on a residential. I mean, you can, and we do because we're, you know, we don't have anything smaller than a 350 right now. Um, but, you know, as far as like a snow plow, you know, all the plows are the same essentially. I mean, the Western, the Boss, Hiniker is pretty popular here in Minnesota. Snowda, I like it personally. I mean, like a 7'6" Western is what I started out with, but you won't need much more than that. There are some that, you know, go out and buy like a 9'6" plow with, you know, I don't know, Chevy Duramax, 1 ton, 3/4 ton, and then they're like, I got too much truck for what I'm doing. You know, and they just spent like $50,000 or $60,000 on a truck and plow. You can get a Chevy 1500, F-150, Dodge 1500. It don't matter. I mean, you don't need much more than that for residential. If that's all you're gonna do. The residential plowing, yeah, you wanna, you know, the way you're estimating is, you know, how many car widths is this driveway. So if it's like a 2-car, you know, let's say by 4 or 6 car length, you should be able to determine, you know, usually you're going to want to go, you know, $10 per car length, and you'll usually come up with that price. So let's say I come up to a residential home and let's say it's, you know, 5 car lengths long. I'm charging $50. I mean, if I got to get out and shovel, you know, in front of the driveway, shovel the sidewalk, $50, no problem. And the way I charge, I'll have like a 2 to 4 inch range, which, all right, let's say it's $50. Every inch after that 4 inches, charge $5. Anything like, let's say over 10 or 12 inches, I would go ahead and, you know, easily double that, no problem. Depends on the driveway too. I mean, if it's like, you know, a country mile or something like that, I mean, you better be bumping that price up, make that money. I mean, your truck's going through war. Timing for residential plowing. I mean, there's really not this huge rush, you know, to go and, you know, get your residential properties done. Because, I mean, the one thing that you'll always know, don't get me wrong, I mean, yeah, you want to, you know, provide prompt and, you know, good quality service. But at the same time, when you show up and the homeowner sees you, it's like, I don't know, man. It's just like the earth just stopped and they're so happy you're there. They're just ecstatic that you showed up, you know, and they don't have to do it. I'm not saying drag your feet, but I'm just telling you from experience that the rush to get a residential property is nothing compared to the rush of getting a commercial property done.